going on, gang? Mr. Punch, Polar Punch. That's awesome, bro. Up 3%. That's all we care about, bro. Percentages. How's that? Yeah. Of course you can hear me now. Now you can hear me. Yeah. I've done it. I just needed to hear these tracks, man. These tracks are fire. By my guy, Ed Poster, man. Raw, man. The guy is unrated. Completely unrated. And I've got bags of these tracks as well. Plasma Pug. You've got it in for me, bro. What's going on, guys? Nah, man, hold on. Oh, can you hear me now? How's that for sound? Is that all good? Hold on. How's that for sound? Hear me fine, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I know I don't sound too good, but you know what? We have... You remember that, Razmats? You remember Razmats? What's good, bro? It's been a while since I've seen you in here, man. Yeah, you remember that stream? I literally sounded like a frog. Like literally. Nah, literally, I don't... It's not the vaping, man. I'm telling you now, it's not the vaping. To be fair, actually, let me address this, all right? I made my own liquid, and this batch of liquid that I made, the liquid was pretty dense, and it always felt like a burn hitting my throat. But then I'm talking on top of that, it's just, man. But yeah, it's all good. Sound like Snoop. It's not the nicotine. I've got what, 0.6. You playing bingo? Tino bingo. Oh, that's funny. But is everyone all good this evening? Yeah, I ain't gonna make my own liquid anymore. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. Not anymore. I'm done with it. Good. Yeah, Mr. Dutch is in here. Alright, it's good to have a lot of you guys in here tonight. We're going to consider what Bitcoin has been doing. We've also got that, if you were in Mike Dutch's podcast earlier with the moon cycle, moon phases. Let me tell you something. Let's jump back nearly 100 years ago when traders were coming up with the concept of cycles, right? They were basing them on astrology, weather. They were coming up with all sorts of stuff, right? But one in particular was the moon cycle, which, if I'm correct, knowledge serves me well, William C. Garrett, he talks about torque analysis. Now this book, you can't find it anywhere, and the only version that you can find is for about $800. Okay, luckily for me, I didn't pay that much. I paid $400, and that was what, 8-9 years ago. This book talks about cycles and the power of a move. Torque analysis. Torque. Go and Google it. You can't find the book anywhere, and if you do, it's very expensive because it's literally rare book from back in the day with traders. And this concept was completely dismissed. You know, all the trading publication companies would not publish this book, and then some private publishers said, all right, let's just try it. And then one thing led to another, and then this book started getting popular, and then it got accepted. So I'm going to send some stuff over to Mike to check out, and he will actually like that, man. Mike's that guy that will dive into that thing, and he'll make it something serious. So yeah, that's all good. I've got my cup of tea, man. Yes, Torque Analysis by William C. Garrett. Yeah, It's a very, very sophisticated read. It's not no bullshit. I'm telling you now, you got to be on your A game to read that book, because it doesn't talk about the conventional stuff that you see in day-to-day trading books. All right? It doesn't talk nothing. It is a scientific way of trading, talking about velocity, everything, man. It's a crazy book. Very difficult to read. Remember, guys, this William Garrett guy, okay? I mean, you're welcome to go and read his book if you can get it, and then try and apply it to the concepts of what we apply here. But make sure you are thorough in a strategy before you can start adding more strategies to the mix, because you'll go through that phase where you become a jack of all trades and master of none when you're not mastering something. Once you've mastered something, try and bring something else into it and start your own hybrid. Yeah? It's all about improving the edge. That's what it's all about. Take an online poker player. What information does he have? He hasn't got physical information. He can't see the player. He can only go by the amount of chips they have, their frequency of betting, and also the aggression. That is it. And the people that make it online, boy, very limited information, yet they still kill it. But they have an edge. And we're going to talk about that edge right now. So, thank you for everyone who's coming through, dropping into the channel. Eric Castro, if you got the book free, take it, snap it up, do what you need to do with it, bro, because that book is hard. Me and Mike were trying to find it online. Torque Analysis, Torque, Torque Analysis by William C. Garrett. There you go. Ellis puts it there. Torque method recognizes that price in the market is not genuine unless it is the result of the underlying forces. Let's consider market maker intention. See how you can marry the two together? Yeah? There you go. That's the one. Investing for profit with Torque analysis of stock market cycles. Remember, guys, it's stock market cycles from nearly 100 years ago. A lot of the stuff on there, he talks about, the weekly time frame, the monthly time frame, daily. There's none of this scalping kind of thing, because back in those days, that's not really how they did it. Well, traders like William Garrett. Okay, then. Are we ready, guys? Well done if you found the PDF, guys. Well done. Yeah, put it up in the Discord, but read it all. It's a long read, but please read it. Yeah, online you do lose 3, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, standard. You're telling me. It's when you lose you lose 4 of a kind aces to a straight flush. Sit through that. Let that scratch your head. Yeah. PDF unscribed. Yeah, you got to pay for Sky. That's all good. Hardcover, $295 on Amazon. There you go. Yeah, it's the hardcover I've got. If you can get the digital copy, get it. I'm old school, man. I like to have the book in my hand. All right, and cool. Let's get with it, guys. Let's have a conversation about what's going on with Bitcoin. Okay. Okay. What do we know? So, from my understanding, Bitcoin appears to have locked the peak formation. All right. When I say locked, it means that this W formation right here, although it is quite a large W formation, it has broken the 200 EMA. But what's important, if you remember last night, what was Ethereum doing? What was Ethereum doing at the 200 and the 50 EMA? We said it was right here. Price was very close to the 200 and the 200 was very close to the 50. There was not that much of a gap between the two. If there is a wide gap, that means there's a lot of journey. There's a big journey for price to go to. That means there's a lot of intention that needs to be present by the market makers. Okay. Now you can see this move to the upside where price the 50 EMA was here and then the 200 was here. That was the market makers stepping out of the zone. It's called shifting out of the zone. Okay, they need to get out because they've been trapping all the retail traders in these areas here to go short, and they want them to commit their stop losses and their liquidation points across the board, and then they move price upwards. Okay, now look at where we are with Bitcoin. Same behavior. The 200 and the 50 are coming together. The moment the 50 EMA on the hourly crosses over the 200, that is a very important thing. I'm not going to call it no golden cross. I'm not going to call it death cross, whatever. That's, if you want that stuff, go on Amazon, buy that book, endorse that author. I've got nothing against authors, but if you just solely apply your trading game solely on the principle of a cross like that, yeah, crossing EMAs, they do work on higher time frames, because it takes the higher time frame a longer time to get things twisted back into another direction. We are short-term day traders. Do you understand that? The skill is trying to find the short-term movements, getting in and out. This is why this day trading is the wrong thing for a lot of people. And the reason being is because you have to be on your A game to do this, because so much information has to be absorbed at a moment's notice, and you have to be prepared to come away from that information when the trade is not coming in your favor. You know, never be married to a trade, guys. Never be married to a trade. Last night when we took those scalps, right? The second I was able to lock in a profit free of charge, I don't care what happens. That's done. Do that 50 to 100 times in a week. Add up your gains. Yeah? Now, there's two things that could happen right here, guys. Price is bouncing off the psychological high. You can see, and I believe you guys are pretty much convinced that the psychological high and the low are the true support and resistance points. The longer price stays in and around that zone, the more accumulation that they are making. Okay? Now look at Bitcoin. I think it's because I'm on stream. Surely it can't be that. Bitcoin will now try and take the 200 EMA and take out yesterday's session high. All right? Once it comes out of this zone. This was really interesting what happened with Bitcoin today, and I told the patrons to keep an eye out for this zone. Look at this. Vectors 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All in around the psychological high and the low. Okay? Mainly the psychological high right here. Now, if you saw earlier on, we drew a picture. The Patreons will have this picture. Whoops, sorry if I just blow your eyes out. We had a picture I sent to the Patreons earlier on, which said that price would come up, it would come down, and then it would retrace back up. Okay, and that little pattern has fulfilled. Patrons, if you are in here, give me a 1 if you actually managed to do anything with that opportunity. Type 1 if you did or you didn't, or sorry, 2 if you didn't. No, it can't be all patrons. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Cool. Well done. Well done. Emil, well done. Guys, listen, there will be an influx of these sort of trades. Okay? My goal is to help you guys see them for yourselves. You know? That's my whole point. Okay, then, cool. So, very important area right now with Bitcoin. Psychological high being tested. Notable volume coming in at the lows. Let's count the confluences. Now, there's a lot more confluences, but we're just going to pay attention to the ones that matter right now. You've got the pivot confirmation right now. You've got the psychological high being confirmed. Okay? You've effectively got a little pattern. Let's add a little bit more confluence. TDI. Yeah? Welcome to divergence on the TDI. As price is going lower, the TDI is rising, which implies that price is closing averagely higher as it goes to the lows, which what you need to understand is when price doesn't go out of the volatility band, it implies that the move to the downside isn't strong. Look at the volatility band here. Price coming down, strength in the volatility, comes down again, it taps the volatility band but pulls straight back, then makes another attempt. This area here was the reason why, and you patrons, you got that on the confluences, okay? Please study those two, that image that I sent you where we did the test for the confluences. Please go over it, because you can see what's just happened now. You can exploit these sort of moves, okay? The fact that the volatility didn't go out, the RSI didn't go out the volatility band was very important, especially in this zone, coupled with the psychological high and the pivot point. More importantly, we need to look left. What do we see? Price recovers the green candles. We anticipated that from the projections channel this morning. I was expecting the retrace this morning on the projections channel. If you haven't joined the projections channel, please go and subscribe to it. It's pinned to the chat right now. Okay? Now, we've recovered these vector candles. The 800 EMA is edging downwards, which implies that price is now looking to move higher. The 50 needs to turn, and the 200 is pretty flat. And the 200 EMA sort of acts like a floor. All right. Now the daily open starts here. Look at how close they brought price to the day's open. The daily open is very important. Okay. You've always got to keep an eye on that. The daily open is where price is from the Asian session. Okay. So whatever the first candle is, the open of the first candle of the Asian session, get a line and draw it across your charts if you're on TradingView and you can't have access to MT4. All right. Now, hypothetically, Bitcoin right now is starting to recover these previous little pools of liquidity. They managed to get their longs in at lower prices. Then if you see notable volume coming in, okay, just before, because look, the 40K mark, you jump back a couple of streams, we spoke about the importance of these numbers, and we said every time price breaks out of those numbers, it comes in with massive volume. And look what happens here. Breaks the 40K mark, induces the traders to go long. So they're playing games with people. There are people that are setting orders at the 40K to go long. Market makers fulfill that obligation, send price higher. Those guys are feeling excited. They trail for a little bit. Then what happens? Market makers aggressively drop price. The guys who entered here, who had stop losses, may have had those stops hit. But then what concept is thrown about all the time? Buy the dip, buy the dip. Okay, buy the dip then. So you go and buy the dip towards the next moving average. What happens? Market makers move price back up to solidify your conviction of buying the dip as being sound. But then what happens? Price then collapses and drops lower. Okay, so not only have they trapped the guys who brought the dip, okay, they took out their stops as well and took out stops from the previous guys over here up until the point where it comes back into the range where it's a zone that people are unlikely to be buying. Okay, look at that. How funny is it that they bring price back down to a zone where they know retail traders aren't really going to be stepping in, because the retail trader will always step in on these candles. He doesn't want to miss out on the hype. Yeah, he doesn't want to miss out on the hype, guys. Are we good? Are we good with that? Yeah, give me a one if you're still with me. Whoa, okay. Everyone's listening. Good. Asian market open. The Asian session as such is now open. Yo, Panther, that rap was done by my guy. You know, fair game to him. That rap was fire. If you listen to what he said, man, he married some really good concepts together. I loved it. You know, I'm looking forward to hearing everyone else's. Pin to the high, not concerning. No, we're on the 15-minute time frame. Pin to the highs are concerning on the hour time frame. Okay. you want to hear the rap, go into the Discord under the contest channel. All right then. Cool. Here we go. So, this is Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame, just for anybody who doesn't know. Here we go. So, right now, if we consider the levels, all right? So this zone right here is level 1. Price comes down and consolidates. Then it comes all the way back up. Takes out level 1, but it's not long before they pull it all the way back. Okay? So principally, we would assume that this is a break for level 2, but it's not. It's level 1 has now been extended. So we are still in level 1. Okay? This move was a stop hunt rise drop. All right? The last moment for them to get some more liquidity below the 40K mark. I'm telling you guys, if you remember Ethereum at 1800, the amount of times she kept tapping that zone and kept pulling back. All right? And then what did she do from that point? She went on to take some unbelievable gains. All right? It's the same story with Bitcoin. If we get another third hit on the 40K mark and price comes back down, we could anticipate a move back down to the psychological low. All right? But I'm not seeing any candles in this zone that grant me a reason to believe that the market makers may want to bring price down lower. Okay? The only place that I think they could actually send price is down here, which is the previous zone that we tapped and then came away from it. But until they break below the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame and break lower and go below the psychological high and the psychological low, I'm not concerned about anything. I'm just sat here waiting for Bitcoin to make its move, making its move to the upside. All right? Let me flip over to Ethereum. Same story with Ethereum, but Ethereum is actually outperforming Bitcoin. She's above the 200 EMA on the hourly. The 50 is getting ready to cross over the 200, which is going to be a huge thing. Asian session is going to be the only one that actually allows the 50 to cross over the 200. All right? We're going into Thursday tomorrow. Thursday is it's a bit of a funny day in the market, but they do make their moves on Thursday. And then we've got Friday. From my understanding how Friday is going to be, they may make a run for profit on Friday. They may just make a run for profit because the last 6 weeks, we've had nothing but pattern development on a Friday. Now, if they do the same again on this Friday, we will then pretty much safely agree that Friday is the day that they build price into a certain zone so that by the weekend, they can really manipulate price and send it to the zones that they desire. Or should we say, take out all the orders of the impatient traders who like to trade on the weekend, who think they can beat the weekend. They can beat the market makers at the weekend. All right? I'm going to go through, I'm just going to keep going through the coins themselves, and then I'll have a look at your questions as well. Right. So, Ethereum. As long as she holds above this 50 EMA and 200 EMA, we're in good territory to take out the M4 zone. Look, the M2 pivot has been confirmed by Ethereum. Rise up, retrace, continuation to the upside. Where's she at? 1, 2, 3 to the upside. Now, the story's the same with Ethereum. Rise level 1, retrace, rise level 2. Now, was it a substantial move away from level 1? No, not really. It has now come back down into the zone. Be mindful of this, guys. In light of the cycles themselves, as long as price, if it breaks out and forms this sort of behavior out of the level 1 zone, if it comes back down, it doesn't invalidate level 2 and it doesn't invalidate level 1. Level 1 is only invalidated when the consolidation of level 1, where it turns, is broken. If it breaks this zone down here and trades lower, then that means there's a reset on the cycle itself. So then we'll be waiting for a peak formation yet again. However, As long as price doesn't come below this point, the peak formation is still valid. So we're probably we may even see another peak formation here. In other words, pattern within a pattern. Okay? Maybe a whale game, it may be, but you need to understand something. If they wanted to send Bitcoin down lower, you don't think they would have done that with this big move to the downside? If they really wanted to, they could have continued this move all the way down, and they brought price all the way back down, tapped that liquidity down there, and then they moved back up. Same with Bitcoin as well. Have you noticed something, guys, that today's moves and the past 2 days' moves have been slow? And what do we know? Slow trend is the true trend. Fast move is the false move. Those are the two things. Yeah, trend is your friend, but as long as you're in the right trend, yeah, we get that it's your friend. But how long is it going to be your friend for? You know? My guy, Ed Sakatoa, said that. Ed Sakatoa, man. That guy is the rawest trader. Ed Sakatoa. Check out my guy. All right, then. 15-minute time frame. Ethereum. Notable volume. See, it's come back and retraced more than 50, pretty much 50% of that previous candle, edging upwards on the 50 EMA. They keep spiking the highs, spiking the lows. Okay, they're working orders. M3 will get taken out this evening by Ethereum, and she'll come back up and test this previous zone right here. And a nice little projection for you guys, 2875. I'm telling you though, the 3K mark is exactly the same as Bitcoin's 40K. All right, very important zone. Let's have a look at XRP. Same story, guys. It's crazy at how in sync these three coins are. All right, it is crazy at how in sync they are. Well, when you say TDI on the 15 outside the volatility band, on what principle are we? You got to look, guys. Look, the volatility of the moves pulling back is coming in on low volatility. It's within the volatility band. Okay, look at the VB bands. They're not contracting, not expanding. All right, the RSI is edging upwards now. It's crossed over the market's signal line, and it's tapped the market base, retraced continuation to the upside. If you look at this TDI carefully, there's a little W formation right there, and there's a little W right there. Okay, look at how it goes up to the market baseline, retrace. Now we're looking for the continuation to the upside. That should take us during the Sydney session, right there. Now, if Bitcoin and XRP or Ethereum decide to drop, okay, it will be a fast move, false move. It will be a very fast move that when it happens, but I don't know if it's going to happen today or tomorrow. I don't think. I think they're just going to be working the highs, because look at how many vector candles have appeared in this zone. Look at the big sell-off and then spiking back up, sell-off, and then one last attempt to the psychological low, back up, and then thrown out a couple of the traders and then continue back up. All right. The fact that they're dumping or increasing the chances for traders to go short in this zone right here, excuse me, it just gives you the clue that they don't favor lower prices, that they are trying to grab longs at the lowest possible price within this zone, which is within the psychological high area. All right. And it's just below the 40K mark. Very important zone. Okay. Okay. How do you know when a candle needs to be recuperated? Quite confusing. You need to understand what the candle is. For example, look at this candle, these two candles here. Notable volume coming in towards the highs at an area of interest. Okay, so they get their shorts filled at the highest possible point, and then they anticipate that they're going to break down later on. Okay, the concept of supply and demand doesn't really apply here. Okay, it's market makers. They absorb the liquidity, trap the retail trader to go long, because the only way that he can get his shorts filled at the highest possible price is if he makes the retail trader believe something. and he makes them believe that if it breaks above the 800 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, okay, and it takes out the 40k mark, we're going to the moon. They did it with this candle here, and then this final candle here spiked the high, Brinks box, and then UK session, stop hunt rise out of the Asian session, drop. Now this stop hunt rise is another one of the strategies that are pretty much bread and butter trades. Okay, the bread and butter trades. For the Forex guys, stop hunt rise is literally your thing. And when I get this Forex channel released, a lot of the projections are going to be based principally on that stop hunt rise. Okay, so you got to get into that channel and watch it, because it will be done before the Brinks box. All right. Okay then, cool. There is still a candle at 35.8 that needs to be retraced, right? 35.8. 35.8. Oh, this one here. 35.8 or 38.5. What am I talking about? Wait. Okay, so a lot of people are talking about 42k as a top for Bitcoin. All right, then let's have a look at that. So if the general consensus is 42k as a top, okay, 42k is a top, which is right here. Funnily enough, 42 right there. Right, let me change up this and let's have a conversation as to why people believe that this may be the top. Let's make it red. Okay then, let's zoom out and have a conversation. 42k is the top. You need to ask yourself this question, right? The fast move to the downside, where they've built their longs at lower prices. We're going back into the idea of why you shouldn't really care about price. Okay? If they bring price back up to 42 here, they've pretty much tapped the liquidity here, but you can see these candlesticks right here have pretty much recovered this zone right here. So hypothetically, if the 42k mark does appear to be the top, I would be under the impression that the market makers will be leaving money behind. Because look, there's money there, money here, and money there. I don't think the market maker is in the business, okay, to be leaving money on the table, especially when all the moving averages are so fanned out, okay, that they need to bring it back into fray. They need to induce people to believe that it can, you know, it can be tradable. All right, because most people aren't even aware of what a short is. People won't take shorts because they don't understand the nature of trading. A lot of people that come into crypto are on the basis of buying and holding. All right, so in order to get them to put that liquidity back in, what does the market maker need to do? He needs to trap them to believe that it's going to continue higher. So I believe that if it comes back and retraces up to the 50k mark, we may see a retrace from that point, which then may bring price back down to the 42 mark, and then it will give them another chance to add more positions there and then continuously move back up again. There's too many liquidity pools from the market maker for him to leave behind. But then the market maker can be irrational as much as he wants. Ultimately, what we need to understand is this. We don't care about price. We only care about the way it behaves. Okay, now if across YouTube everyone's talking about 42k is the high and price is going to drop from that point, let them continue with that. All right, no YouTube channel, not even this one, is going to state that 42k should be the high. All right, we won't ever know if it is the high or not. The speculation itself is going to make people fearful and anticipate that if price does get to that zone, are they going to go short there? Well, market makers will start buying at that point, but they'll allow people to believe that 42k is, okay, listen, they'll allow people to believe that the 42k mark is the resistance point and it's the absolute high, which means that they know people are going short at that point and they can get their longs filled at lower prices and take the contracts from the holders who want to sell. They can get their longs, fill them in at that point. People think it's the high. Price is going to drop, is then going to come down to a specific point before they reverse it back up and absorb the liquidity that they've just trapped, purely on the basis of people thinking that the 42 is the absolute high for Bitcoin in this current move to the upside. But hey, we're just speculating, guys. Okay, We can only go by what price is doing. You know, that's pretty much it. Vivek, the reason being is because when a red candle appears, market makers are doing two things. All right. They are building their longs at lower prices and closing shorts at the same time. What's the PayPal news? Yo, Sonny Biggs, man. What's good, bro? Golden Hue. Hope your holiday was all good. Thad, what's good, man? Do you know how many times people have asked about the futures markets? Their futures are expiring on Friday and it does nothing to the market. Well, because look at the way these red candles that have appeared, okay? Yes, they have recovered previous candles. That's correct. They have recovered previous candles, but they don't just... You've got to understand. Let's look at this principle based on that question, okay? Watch this. Green candle here, yeah? Red candle corresponding to it, recovers it. And these red candles here come back down into this zone. Okay, so they've recovered the green candles. All right. Funnily enough, when these red candles recover this green candle, look what happens afterwards. Let me get rid of these here so you can see. So that helps you understand the importance of the candlesticks. All right then, look. Oh my days. This is the treacherous thing about MT4, guys. All right then. So by that token where you're saying, well, how do we not know those red candles have just recovered previous candles? What you're saying is that the candles won't be recovered. Well, look at this. Red candle's recovering green candle over here. Red candle in this area starting to recover this green candle here. Okay. But then what about this green candle recovering this red candle that recovered that green candle? What about that green candle recovering this red candle that recovered that green candle? Yeah? When they open their shorts or induce trader to go short, they build their longs at lower prices and close their shorts at the same time. Right? And then when they do that, they reset the price and bring it back up again. Let's go back again and have a look at more candlesticks that do that. Look at this. Red candle based on your question. Okay. No, he asked an important question, guys. Okay. He asked an important question. Foucault de Clown, we'll just go by your name based on what question you're asking or saying, bro. So don't worry, bro. When's the last time you made a millionaire, bro? So see you later. Sorry, I ain't got time for bullshit. So, back to your question, my friend. Okay? The previous red candle, taking out the previous green candles from previous positions. Green candle coming back up, green candle, it recovers it all. Because they don't just build their longs, they also close their shorts. The same way they build their shorts and close their longs. Yeah? I hope that clarifies that for you, bro. I hope that clarifies it for you. Mark, you still don't understand. How actually do market makers move price? Okay, right. How do the market makers move price? Emotional triggers. They are the liquidity providers. You're in a marketplace. The only way price can move is if there is a buyer and a seller. Fundamentally, that's the only way they can move price. If there is a buyer and if there is a seller. Right? If there's no one buying, then no one's selling. If no one's selling, no one's buying. That's the one foundation you need to understand. And Mark, don't think too much about it. All right? Don't think about it too much. All right? You see, just paying attention to the candlestick. Look, notable volume at the red candlestick right here. Breaks below the 50 EMA, but bounces off the psychological low. Okay? Doesn't close below it, but triggers the orders to go down because it recovered this green candle right here. Okay? Funnily enough, what happens after? This candle recovers the red candle. Back to my guy's question about why or how do we not know that the red candles were previously recovering green candles? Okay? Well, look, it's recovered it. Red candle was meant to recover that candle. So does that mean nothing happens after this red candle? No. They need to recover price. And then they start moving up again. Taking the information, Mark, from understanding the key levels and the candlesticks themselves, they induce traders to go low. They get active in this area. Those who went short on the break of the 50 EMA spike down, get their commitment to put their money on the table. Market makers then reverse straight back up. And then they move out of the zone. These pins to the high, pins to the low, they're working the orders until they keep price above the 50 EMA and they start showing traction to the upside. Notable volume comes in this area, confirms the pivot point, price rises up, retrace, hits the 200, breaks out of the 200 and the 40k mark, spikes the high, induces traders to go short again, and then, induces traders to go long, and then it brings it back down to the 50, and we are where we are right now. So in other words, we're seeing the same shit here happen here, which we project that Bitcoin will come up to the 42k zone, and if whatever it does at that point is going to be irrelevant, because anyone that takes a trade up until that point is going to make their money and get the fuck out and get ready to set up their shorts. You see, I have no bias to what price is. All right, we don't need to care about what price is. Let the emotional traders care about the price. Let the holders, let the investors who only use price really to work out whether they should buy or sell. A holder, if he buys at 50k and he looks at his portfolio and he says, oh right, Bitcoin now is 31, he knows he can buy it now cheaper because his principles are based on buying low and selling high. Well, that's what he anticipates it to be. All right? Yeah, the candles are confusing, but you're not watching the streams, my friend. You need to watch as many streams as you can, and don't make the mistake that I make where you're focusing on the wrong thing. Mark, tell me if that's helping you, bro. Tell me if that's helping you. I mean, 101 people will get it, and if there's one person that doesn't, I want to know why. Okay? Because you might ask a question that might help other people be aware of it. All right? The candles take away the confusion. That's correct. I love that we've got Ozzy Osbourne in here. Your bag's 5k. Well done, Max. Well done, bro. Yeah, trading in the zone is going to help you understand. I won't talk about Dash, Tony. Sorry. Trading in the zone is going to help you. Okay? Because it helps you see things logistically. And objectively. And more importantly, with a probability. That's what's important. Because this is all you've got. Okay? Okay, look. You make a trade. There's only one or two things that can happen. It can either go into a profit or a loss. There's your probability. Now, where does it become emotional? Well, are you happy to pay yourself? Or are you happy to let price go against you and sit through a loss for as long as you can? Do you want to get the thrill out of being in a losing trade? And then experience the victory of it coming back to your break-even point, and then you do fuck all about it, and then price continues back down lower and you're back into that frame of mind? Yeah? That's what you need to understand. Do they push price with their buying power or by emotional narrative? I don't understand how they have the power to move price. The name of the guys who control this game are market makers. They make the market. All right? See it as a business. Okay? When you start your business, if you got a shop and you sell fruit, okay? If someone comes to you with a £20 note, you open your till and what do you see? You see your float. You see the cash flow in order for you to enable that person to get their change. This is exactly the same. All right? Market makers have the liquidity. So when you come and buy something, the only way that you can buy something is if the contract that is sold to you is the opposite of what you're doing. Why? Because if you come and buy something, okay, the market maker isn't going to give you a buy, because then that would mean you own 2 buy contracts. So what I'm saying to you is when you buy, when you want to close your trade in profit, where are you going to get your liquidity from? You're going to get the liquidity from the contract that is against you, because you're betting it's going up. Market maker sets up an order to bet that it's not going to go up. Okay? But he can stay in his trade for as long as he wants. You can't. Now, when you want to realize a profit on your trade, you take from his liquidity. Okay? Likewise, when you lose and when you close your trade, he closes his short because you're closing your long at a lower point. So market maker will close that trade, facilitate the liquidity and take your money. For every contract value that you put into the marketplace, a market maker effectively matches your liquidity to it with the opposite order. Can you explain how to clearly find the psychological highs and lows every day? Thanks. Okay, no worries, bro. Listen, Alejandro, if you haven't got MT4, okay, the best way to, if you have MT4, or you can download MT4, if you're not from the States and you're from anywhere else in the world, bar States and Canada, unfortunately, download IC Markets. Everything you need is in the link, are in the links to every video description. Okay, so go into the description. Everything you need is in there, and there's a video you need to watch once you've installed IC Markets. So everything you need is in the description. Okay, now the indicators are in the Discord. That too is in the description. Go there, download Discord, and head over to the channel that says indicators, and you'll have everything there for you. All right, but if you can't download this platform, you want to take the first high and the first low at the start of every new trading week. Now that will vary on different platforms. And when I say vary, it may be different on Binance, it may be different on Bybit, it may be different on Hotbit, whatever. Okay? I use MT4 as a base because this is an electronic central network. It's linked directly to the price feed that banks get, but there is a delay. And I said this in last night's stream. Okay, you can use Ananda or FX Choice for the US for downloading MT4. There you go, the card, and you can use that. Go to those guys for the US, FX Choice. Okay, please tell me how I should read them. Thanks. Halo, listen, start from the chat, start from the beginning of the channel, my guy. And you know what, guys, it is a bit of an ask, and thank you for everyone who's become a member, by the way. Okay. Oh, what was that, Philip? Billionaire Carl Icahn says he wants to get into crypto in a big way. When asked what is big, he said $1 billion territory. Man, but that's all he can buy though. You know, Elon brought $1 billion worth. $1 billion is not much money to the marketplace. You do understand that. It's $1 billion to the average individual, but $1 billion is not a lot of money. All right? Look at Forex. $6.5 trillion daily turnover. You think $1 billion is great? Nah, man. These hedge funds start with $1 billion. It's just a starting point. Let's get their feet wet. Start with $1 billion. Yeah? You already discussed the gap around 1918, 1900, where price was there only once. Is there liquidity there as it never recovered? Mark, if it doesn't recover a candle, that doesn't mean that it's not. Okay, yeah, this isn't Forex original sounds. It's not Forex, but it's pretty much on its way to becoming like Forex. Okay, but Mark, if there is a candle that hasn't been previously recovered, that's fine. Okay. The reason being is because if they're not going to get the liquidity from that point, all right, they can get it from a later point and manipulate price to recover what they've got down there up here. Remember that. They don't always have to recover candles, but if price is moving in a direction, you can look left and you can pretty much determine whether or not they will. Because look, if we zoom out, do you remember this candle here? Well, when price was all the way over here, we were like, okay, yeah, it may not, but it is a plausible place for them to go. Then price dropped down here. We saw its W formation. It started to rise back up. And we did say in the streams, this is why I'm saying to you guys, it's so important that you watch the previous streams, because every stream that we go into, okay, we come back to these points and it refreshes your mind. And having these conversations is going to help you install the understanding of what we talk about when we're making reference to these candlesticks. All right, look what happened. Price came all the way back down to this green candlestick right here. Red candlestick recovered it. Oh, well, look what happened afterwards. Red candlestick was recovered. Okay? These candlesticks are the market maker's footprint, because they're the only ones that can make this shit happen. Okay? Because they induce traders to step in. Notice how price moves. When it starts to get fast, people start to respond. They know traders look at the 1 hour time frame on the 50 EMA. They know traders trade off it. They know traders trade off the 15 minute. They know they trade off the 30 minute. All right? Because they can see the liquidity, because before they can feel that liquidity, they need to be aware of it so they can understand how the algorithm is going to execute those trades in the thousands and happening within seconds. All right? They are high frequency traders. This is what market makers are. They are the guys who facilitate the opportunity for a retail trader to buy and sell. And whilst they do that, boy, yeah, basic head and shoulders stuff. And you know what? People can profit off that, and people do make money off it. Okay? Especially on the higher time frame. Okay? But for me, I'm on the smaller time frames. When I say smaller time frames, I'm looking for surgical entries, because I want to make sure, right, that I get my money in and I'm out. So I have to be surgical with my approach. I have to do the kill shot. Yeah? Sniper, why is his gun semi-automatic? Why does he have to load it each time? Because he ain't got time to mess around being trigger happy. He's got one scope, he looks at it with one eye, and he has to make his choice. It's no different with trading. All right? You've got your variables that are surrounding you, then you need to make a choice. When you place that trigger of that sell, you place it, that's it. You wait to see what happens. Manage your expectation. Correct. Devon, that's correct, my friend. Stop hunt is where the market maker goes and takes out the stops that people put in the marketplace because they are told to add their stop loss because it protects your capital. But funnily enough, when they get hit, how does that protect your capital? If you place 5 trades in a row and you hit the stops on each one, then you look at your account and think, fuck, I've lost so much money. Which is why when you're trading, guys, you trade light, because you give price the chance to move. Cryptocurrency is a volatile environment. Okay? Forex is like watching pensioners play bowls. Okay? The moves are slow and they only stick to certain ranges. You know? Oh, look, I've sat through enough stop losses, man. I've sat through enough stop losses to the point where they haven't been hit. Do you understand? Where price has gone beyond my stop loss and it hasn't closed. Why not? Yeah? Why did they not close it? Because if they didn't close my stop at the point that I wanted it to close at, that means they were tapping into more of my margin. Where I initially wanted to only lose, for example, $100. My stop was set at $100 loss. But then price crashed straight through it and I lost $300. And when I go back to the broker and say, why did that happen? Why did my stop not get triggered? They said, oh, we had an overwhelming amount of orders and there was slippage. That's what they say. You can't challenge that because welcome to the game of speculation. This is what it is. Oh, Ethereum doing nice numbers. Wonderful. Guys, listen. The 5 millionaires that have been created from this channel started from day one. Some started with 8 grand, some started with 10, one started with 2, one started with 100k. Okay? But it's down to how much you want to understand, because the streams have everything that you need. Okay? I'm all good, name, whatever your name is. I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Right? Bro, how would you say when the market is crashing? What would I say when the market is crashing? This is it. You've got to stay committed to this, guys. Right? This is taking nearly 12 years, 11, 12 years of Forex trading. Okay? And watching price continuously and working out, why is it going here? Why is it coming back? Do you know something? I never actually believed that I could apply this strategy solely on the principle of just waiting for the candles to recover the green and red candlesticks. Do you understand that? I said to myself, nah, there has to be more to it. But then I back tested and I watched price for days and days on end. And the key thing is this. This red candle recovers a previous candle, no problem. We know that that candle's going to get recovered. Why? Because we understand what's happening in this area. Market makers are building their longs at lower prices, which means they're going to need to realize a profit later on. Likewise, look what happens. Price comes and taps that projection zone, moves up. They got their money in good. They're now retracing, adding a few more longs to the lows. Look at this red candle. It doesn't break below the 200 EMA. Doesn't even take the 50. Price slowly drifts downwards. Okay? And then now look, they're coming back up. Wait, obviously, when Sydney opens in 25 minutes. Now, we had this dispute last night. Someone said they lived in Sydney and it said, yeah, it opens in 25 minutes. Someone else said they lived in Sydney and they said it opened in an hour and a half. All right? So I go by what this broker says to me. 25 minutes, Sydney is opening. All right? So that implies that Sydney may actually bring Ethereum to hit the 800 EMA, continue up, retrace, and then we'll see what happens next. But I'm expecting this zone to be taken out because the M2 pivot has been confirmed. Where is it? M2 zone has been confirmed. Psychological, the psychological high for Ethereum is all the way down here. Look at that. It's all the way down there. They're moving away from the psychological high and low. Remember what we said at the start of the week. The psychological high, there's only one or two things that can happen. Price can come towards it, move away from it to the upside, or come towards the psychological low and move away from it to the downside. All right? You've doubled your account for Patreon. Well, yeah, man. I remember you telling me, bro. Speaking of which, how's my dollar yen trade doing? We added some more trades to my dollar yen trade. I've put in a couple more limits. These are limit orders right here. Okay, I'm waiting for the retrace back down for this candlestick right here. But if this move is solid, it'll come back down to the 50 and then move away from that point. Last night's stream, we did say that we were anticipating this 109 zone to be taken M3. So it's done just that. Okay, we've got what? 2,500 pips profit in this move to the upside. We started building from down here, rising up, built there, started building as it dropped, and we started building again. So yeah, I'm waiting for the 110 zone. Well, actually, I'm waiting for this. Where is it? Where is my candlesticks? Did anyone remember last night it said 9 peak formation? Now it says 2 peak formation low. Please watch last night's stream because I explained to you why this peak formation is locked now and dollar yen only favors higher prices. Where is it? Where is that issue? No, it's not there. Doesn't matter anyway. Now, you don't necessarily need Patreon status to get questions asked. The Patreon is there to help you. I'm watching the charts with you. So when I see something, I'm going to tell you about it. And I can guarantee that people that have joined the Patreon have pretty much every single month, they don't pay for it. They take their trades, okay, and it pays for it itself. It's probably one of the most efficient services someone can offer because it helps you pay for it. You know, you're not paying it out of your pocket kind of thing. So I'm there with you if there is an opportunity. There's no trade entry. There's no point in giving you signals. Don't want to do that. I want to help you understand it for yourself. I do these tests. I try and work out where are you guys at with understanding this. So I spend more time with the patrons. Yeah. And don't listen, guys. Don't become a Patreon now. Don't. If you want to, fine, but don't do it now because you'll get charged twice by Patreon, man. Don't do it. Wait till the start of the month, but only come to the Patreon if you want to learn about this game. Okay? I ain't going to give you entries. I'm going to give you patterns, projections, and if you've applied and understood what I talk about and you've gone through the streams, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right? Let me just get myself a quick drink, guys. 2 seconds. Okay. I do that here too, though. What's the difference? The big difference is here we're talking about the Asian session range. A lot of what we talk about is what happens throughout the day. Okay, so when I talk about price came up to the high and what have you, it moved away from this point. So the patrons today received a notification about this move from here to the upside. Okay, patrons pretty much get the setups. It's on them to make the decision. All right, we're talking about the Asian session here. We're not talking in the most liquid time of the day. That's when you get the updates. All right, so yeah, that's not me trying to push that onto you guys. I'm just trying to help you guys understand what my goal is. All right, there's no point in just there wouldn't be a Patreon if I did the same shit here. There are questions, there are advanced strategies that I talk about in there. I give you real-time analysis during the most liquid time of the day. Okay, Gianni, I trade on this platform, not on this platform, well, Forex on this platform, okay, and I trade on Binance. Currently got a long in Binance on Bitcoin, just leaving it, just see how it plays out. How much does someone need to put into day trading to begin to make money effectively? Irrelevant, Patrick. Okay, the amount of money you start with is irrelevant. There's no point in putting, like, say, for example, you put in £10,000. If you think £10,000 is going to be enough to grant you to day trade, all right, then okay, you put £10,000 in, but can you find the right entries? Are you accurate with your entries? So in other words, you need to start with a small amount of money. All right, and the reason why you start with a small amount of money is because if you can show commitment to manage a small amount, then having a large amount won't be a problem. Okay, doesn't matter. We work in percentages. Right? If you came to me and said to me, hey Tino, check this out, I studied your system and I turned $1,000 into $10,000 in 6 trades, I say, well done, man, that was a nice stroke of luck. And you'll be like, what do you mean? I said 6 trades, you managed to turn $1,000 to 10. There's no glory in that. You were better off just doing that in the casino. But if you came to me and said, yo, Tino, I turned $1,000 into $2,000 in 300 trades, I'll say, yo, let me give you some money and you can manage it for me. Why? because consistency is what's going to pay you. That means you've got an edge. That means you can apply something. And the only thing that's going to stop you, okay, is if you stop trading completely. All right? What I'm saying to you guys is, forget the money you start with. Focus on the percentages of gains. Whether you make 10 cents, $1, $10, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's the percentage increase. Keep doing that every day. 1%, 2%, 3%. Before you know it, look at your account. You would have just effectively applied the concept of compounding. All right? Guys, don't do the Patreon now, guys. You're going to pay twice, man. Don't wait until the end of the month, the start of the month. Don't do it. You're going to pay twice. There's no point. And when you do, if you do join it, there is a lot of information that you need to go through. There are downloads. All right. There are things that you need to go through. Here's an example. I'm going to be putting up for the patrons tier 3. I'm going to be giving them access to all of the charts that I've done so far, where I've drawn out projections. These are Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay. All of the charts that I've done for them to review and go over, because they are pieces of the puzzle. This is how you become proficient, guys. We know that the patterns repeat themselves. Agreed? Do we agree that the patterns repeat themselves? Type 1 if you agree. And if you don't, press 2. If you don't know, press 3. And if you don't care, get out. Okay, so this is how we learn. Okay, here is the fundamentals of learning. So we all agree that something happens continuously all the time. So the next thing to do is what? Is to train our eyes to be aware of it. Okay, once we've become aware of that pattern repeating itself, we then need to try and tune in, okay, and zone down into understanding at what point, okay, we apply or make our entries at. Now, the only way that you can get to point 3 sooner is if you apply the same practice, training your eyes, projecting, looking back at what price did when you drew a W last time, and then look at how it plays out. All right, that's all it is. Remember this, that the stream, when you're sitting in this stream, you are training your eyes to see variations of W's and M's and retraces back to the 50. Yeah, you're becoming more and more aware of what do you classify as a good retrace back down to the 50 EMA. Well, look, this is a wonderful retrace back to the 50. Okay, rise up, wonderful retrace back to the 50. Look at how they're controlling price and containing it in this zone. Okay, we can't see anything in this area for us to grant that price will go down lower. And you know what? If it does go down lower, who cares? What if right now this could be the formation of a head and shoulders? Left shoulder, right head, right shoulder up here. Well, if we're going to go short, where is our liquidity point? Well, we're anticipating that it could be this zone right here, which will be a bigger inverted head and shoulders on the higher time frame. Or if you zoom out, look. So what I'm saying to you is we're always evolving in our decision. We're always going to evolve, because welcome to uncertainty. If you think that this game is static and the strategy is static, you got it wrong, man, because it can always change. Let me just see this. Hey, Life, how you doing, bro? I just saw your Snapchat super chat, man. Okay, so the updates happen in the Patreon from between 8:30, basically from the start of the day, man. Once the London opens, I mean, I think I updated the Patreon today about 7-8 times, right? And Patreon themselves say, you know, those who do a minimum of 2 posts a month, okay, keep their patrons engaged. Well, I smashed the shit out of my Patreon big time. All right, those guys have got an overwhelming amount of information in real time. I don't think anyone does the amount of work that I do on that. No one. I'll challenge anyone to it. You're an epidemiologist. It's the same core principles. Nice one, Matthias, man. That's great to know. Johnny G, what's good, bro? I didn't see your Snapchat, man. I'm not on Snapchat. The tests, yes, the tests, yeah. The tests, like, listen, I don't want to be just sat there just chatting away to you guys. Okay, thank you very much, Uncle. What is that? What did you, where's your question? Is the contract a market maker is selling? Is the contract market maker selling to you a contract they bought lower and closes in a profit for them when they are selling it to you? No. So when you buy something, the market maker sells you the opposite of your contract by providing you the liquidity that is matched to your order. Why? Because based on your leverage, okay, remember this is executed in seconds, which is what the algorithms are there for. All right. When you buy, your amount of money that you buy with, based on your leverage and whatever it is, the market maker is going to give you the liquidity for when it increases in price or when it decreases in price. So it's going to match that. So if you've got a 500 to 1 leverage, for example, all right, and you buy with, and you enter with $100, for example, at one lot, the smallest lot, your fluctuations are going to be like 10 cents. Okay. So when it goes at 10 cents, if you close a profit at 20 cents, okay, the market maker gives you 20 cents. You've got liquidity there to take from the order that he gave opposite to you. So that if your order goes against you and you close it minus 20 cents, okay, he takes your liquidity. So you don't touch his liquidity. All right. Now, when the market maker gives you a contract, it allows you to buy. Before that buy is done, you would have paid a commission. It would have been involved in a spread, and the market maker will probably use his own money, okay, to facilitate that order because he's being given money to fill people's orders. Remember, if you open an order at the most minimal amount, your order is effectively getting matched up to someone else's bigger order, so a bigger pool of money. Guys, it is so intricate and so complex the way the algorithms work. It is frightening. But they're the market makers. You know, this is their fucking playground, guys. All right. Now we can either waste time trying to work out what is a market maker, how does it operate, you know, what does he do, what does he do? That doesn't help me make money. All I need to do is follow his footsteps. How do we do that? Look at the candlesticks. We know that these green candlesticks only appear when market makers step in by inducing traders to commit money to the upside or to the downside. That's all we need to care about. The market maker could be a frog, it could be a clown, it could be a dog. I don't care. All I know is I know when they move price in a certain way, I'm going to follow it. That's as far as the relationship and understanding you need to be aware of the market maker. You know he's tricky, you know he's manipulative. That's all you need to know. That is it. Come away from trying to really understand who the market maker is. We know it's human. We know he prides on people's emotions. That's all we need to know. Yeah, the wicks are huge. The wicks are so important. You know? The track I've been given some tracks by my guy, Ed Poster. Okay? This guy is fire. Okay? I'm telling you, like, I always try and find myself a playlist that I can listen to while I'm, you know, drawing up my charts, right? And this guy has just got the beats. I'm serious. J-Red, didn't have to do that, my friend. Thank you very much. Okay, so Barado, I mean, talking about building a trade, it's all down to your risk tolerance, really. And when we're building a trade, what do you mean by building a trade? If you talk about building a trade like the one I've got here with dollar yen, okay, well, what I understand is I've got a pattern here. I built my longs really at the lows right here. I just went crazy at the lows right here, and I started there, waited for a retrace. When the retrace happened, I started adding the positions here as it started to go down. Then it's now come back up. I started adding positions as it was rising. Now I've added some more positions to come down. I've got limit orders down here to be triggered as it recovers this green candle here. And I'm just waiting for the move to the upside. Alternatively, you then have the PC shed model, okay, where, for example, you can build a position or should we say hedging, where hypothetically, if you were to go short here, you start off with a short or a long. When you go short here, all right, you wait to see a little bit of profit, take 50% of that profit, put it in the bank. Then when price retraces back up, you go long at the bounce and use the profit you made from the short to buy your long. And then when your long goes up to a point where you think it's going to stop, close your trade, take that profit. And if you think it's going to continue lower, add to another position of the short and use the money you made from the short of the 50% close here and the money you made on the long here. Use that to go short again. All right. Which basically makes your trading free of charge. That's PC Shed strategy, guys. Roughest strategy out there. Crazy. Visual good. Okay. What do the huge wicks tell us? Great question. The huge wicks tell you something. And it tells you, right, that they have absorbed all the liquidity that has been sat in this area. Unfortunately, I have to say it, but the sad truth is someone went short down here. That is the sad truth. Someone had an order down here. Someone got in here and they were, they brought the idea of going short. They're like, yeah, Bitcoin's dropping. We're going down to 20K, like 3K. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? All right. Someone went short down here. How unfortunate is that? Yeah. The long candle wicks are important because they can also be recovered if they need to. Look what happened. Price came down and recovered it from there. Look left, look right. All right. Now, Sydney's going to start opening soon. Let's zoom in. I need to preserve my voice, guys. So once Sydney opens, I'm going to call it a night. But I hope you guys are, you're getting this, man. Big time ballers, start with the first video on this channel. Zlata, listen, the two emotional levels, from what time frame were you? Okay, listen. The time levels that don't get respected, okay? What do you understand them to be in what context? Okay? So, is it respected here where it comes down, bounces away from it? Has it been respected here? No, it comes down, goes back up to it. Where, in what sense have they not been respected? All right? Been respected here. It's been respected here. Got respected here. It got respected here, pulled away. Every moment is different in the marketplace, guys. Remember that. Trading in the zone, he will tell you that. Mark Douglas will say, if you think that every moment is going to be the same, you're wrong. We don't know what's going to happen in Sydney. How do we not know that Sydney could drop price all the way down to this point? How do we know that they could be sending price higher? Well, we only have one or two things. Confluences. Psychological high has been respected here. It's been respected here. Prices above the 50 EMA. The 5 and the 13 EMA are looking like they want to contract and separate and expand to the upside. The 200 EMA is edging downwards. All right. It's coming close towards the 50. Okay. Price has formed. Retail traders talk, but a higher low. Pins to the low. The RSI down here is giving me inkling that RSI is rising. So volatility to the downside is low. So they're not favoring lower prices. Okay. Drop down to the 15-minute time frame. What else do we see? Clear cut about the psychological high right there. The pivot point is showing support. Green candle that has appeared there. Look. A green candle right there. Recovered it pretty much. Come back down to the daily open. They always try and test the daily open before it pulls away from a new set. Look what's going on now. Sydney. 1 minute for Sydney, but this time zone, this platform has a 5-minute delay. Okay, so just pay attention to what you guys can see. All right, on the what is it? On Binance, because we tried it last night. All right, here we go. Come on, Bitcoin. Is Ethereum moving? This is where it gets busy. I love it. When I decide to leave, it gets busy. Here we go. Ethereum coming up to that projection zone. If we look carefully, it was a previous pool of liquidity up there. Here we go. Is she going to take that? Most likely. Yesterday's high is in sight. And I'm waiting for something you guys to say that my commentating sounds like a football match. Ronaldo's just about to run down left on the field. He's going to take the shot. Scores. What a goal by Ronaldo. Some of the shit I come out with. What a guy. Zlatan, I just answered your question, bro. Oh shit, that's funny. We got to have a laugh, a little bit of a laugh, guys. Here you go. Let's see what they do. Looks like Ethereum's going to move first, then Bitcoin. Let's see what happens. Yes, this stream was pre-recorded. Am I a Messi or Ronaldo guy? I love this question. Ronaldo plays beautiful football. Okay? Messi plays tactical football. He's very tactical. I'm always going to be Ronaldo. Always. Messi, he's just a messy guy. Yeah? Messi is... He's just... Ronaldo's a psychological player. Alright? No, actually, no. I think Messi is more of the psychological player than what Ronaldo is. But Ronaldo plays beautiful football because he loses his shit when something doesn't play out. Alright? People try to understand why a play doesn't, you know, when Ronaldo loses his mind, and you see him on the pitch when it happens. But when I say Ronaldo plays beautiful football, it's like he's always that guy that says, you know, hypothetically, if Ronaldo was to say Bitcoin's going to go to 50k, and everyone's like, nah, shut the fuck up, you ain't going, it ain't going. And then when it gets to 50k, he's just looking like, well, I told you, man. You know what I mean? He's that guy. When he played that game where he was Juventus were down 2-0 or something, and then Ronaldo just came and smashed up those goals when he missed a few and everyone was cussing at him. You know, that's what I like about Ronaldo. Yeah. Yes, the only Ronaldo is the fat Ronaldo. I agree. But Ronaldo is his own title, man. The young Ronaldo, he is. He is, man. Ronaldo is the GOAT. Well, yes, Ronaldo works the game. Ronaldinho, he was a G as well. Yeah. Roberto Carlos, another game player. Okay. What info does the market maker have which is not available to other traders? They can see the liquidity. We can't. Squirrels are smart. Oh, shit. Yeah, we could be here all night, man. We could be. Zidane, boy. Thierry, another game. You know. How do you get the daily open on your MT4? I need to start. You know what? I need to actually add it to the list. The daily open. I need to add it to the list. Yeah, principally, GameMac, you can, by analyzing the blockchain, you could see the liquidity, but can you see the liquidity of buys and sells? I know Bybit do something like that. Okay. But I'm talking on exchanges like this. Electronic central networks. These exchanges in particular. Binance, only blockchain exchanges. Okay. Mike. Yeah, I'm going to shut up about it. Yeah, blockchain exchanges do show you the liquidity, but I would have to check that out. I know Mike Dutch can elaborate on that. He knows more about that. I think you can get it off Binance, but what can you get from it? Because it's happening so fast, you're effectively trying to translate what an algorithm is doing. Notable red volume at the daily open of Bitcoin just before Sydney, 1 minute before a new red candle appears. Okay, now because this red candle hasn't closed to the lows just before the open, which means 45 seconds, if it doesn't close at the low, okay, it means that they're favoring higher prices. If it does close at the low, we may actually test the psychological high. The next candle is going to be relevant. Very important, the next candle, because they've been working the highs here. Pin to the high, pin to the high, pin to the high. 3 pins to the high, reverse back down to hit the psychological low. Okay? High, sorry, psychological high. If the next candle comes, it should retrace back up to this red candle. Because they're containing the orders. Look, Notable volume rise. Now they're recovering the candle, and look at where it's stopping. Look at where the stall is. Yeah, pay attention to this zone right here. I'm going to zoom in. New candle, here we go. This candle should spike up. It should spike up. Spike the low, hit the daily open. Is the support going to come in? Do they want to go lower, or will they reverse back up? They follow Bitcoin because Bitcoin is where the biggest amount of money was. Or is. See that little fake out there, guys? Okay? The traders that took that. There are guys that have gone short at the daily open, and they've just facilitated that. Price should now recover this red candle. And if it does recover it, and you think, well, how do we know it was going to recover it? Is because market makers built their longs at lower prices. Price did not close below this zone because they fulfilled this previous candlestick. And there you have it. Recovery right there. Johnny, man, well done for checking that. There you go. Back to the guy's question about if the red candle just recovered the previous green candle recovered and what have you. There it is right there, guys. Happy days. I guess there's nothing more to say. How about exchange inflows and outflows? That could be something. Guys, listen, if you can find something that's going to improve your edge, okay? Just taking the information about the candlesticks on this strategy. Yeah, original sounds. Yep, I do mean a pin to the high with a grenade. Just taking the information on the candlesticks alone, you're going to be able to marry that information to any information you get about exchange inflows and outflows. But the one thing that I try and... The thing is, if they give that information out for free, all right, surely there's something sinister about it. Anything that is free, it's covering something. That's what I understand about it. Because if that was the case, are market makers in the sense of the blockchain just showing their hand? Or is that true decentralization? Okay, I just don't believe that you can get anything from it. If you can, please work something out. Bring it to the board and say, look guys, this works. I've done 1,000 trades. Check this out. My success rate is 81%. Well, fuck me, man. Yippee-ki-yay. Do what you need to do. There's your recovery of the candlesticks, guys. Happy days. Are you happy now? Are you happy? Are you seeing it in real time? Market maker doesn't close below this zone. He recovers his shorts that he built in this area, traps the guys up here who thought it was going to be a continuation to the upside. Then he triggers the shorts, closes them at lower points, gets the liquidity, reversal. Now, whether this candle continues higher is irrelevant. You could have exploited this move even on the 1 minute time frame, and you've seen it last night. Watch last night's stream. All right. Watch last night's stream and you'll see that little scalp we did, just presenting the idea behind how to read these these market makers. And you know I wasn't going to say market makers, something that rhymes with it. Blue and purple candles, right? Let me just put this to bed. Blue candles are not better than the green candles. Blue candles mean that volume is starting to rise to the upside. Pink candles mean that volume is starting to rise to the downside. You're telling me that a pink candle has more of an effect than a red candle? Nah. There you go, Leroy. Moderate volume coming in. I was going to come off, man. Yeah, you'll never... Listen, none of my thumbnails will come with anything that scares you. If anything, it would be all about calming you guys out. Mike's Moon Theory is going to be solid. If you go back to one of Mike Dutch's podcasts, go to last Friday's podcast, me and Mike talk about the Moon Theory in line with this strategy. Okay? And we have a great 20-minute session on that. right? And a lot of people learn a lot from that. So when we're done from here, go and watch that video on Mike's channel last week on Friday. Mike, can you attach it to this stream, please? Go watch it, man, because we go into a lot of detail. Mike's the guy that will always ask the critical questions. As much as he's the guy that helps me out, he helps me so much on this channel, okay? He's going to be the one that critiques it completely, all right? And when Mike says, I get it now, or he understands it, you know that you fulfilled the question, because Mike's always going to ask, he's going to ask the question that everybody would want to ask. And he'd ask the question that no one would ask, all right? Nah, Johnny Balsam, listen, you didn't have to do that, my brother. It's all good, my friend, but thank you so much. Oh yeah, this is a free course as well. This is a free course. I want to call out as many guys who sell courses. How many millionaires have they made off their free information? This is what I don't like. I don't like courses that take information that's readily available on the internet and make it look nice, with a few pictures on Instagram of rented out Lambos and fucking watches that they took from the fucking photographer. All right? I'm not down for that. I'm always going to support the guys that create something and then they sell it because there was effort behind it. They come up with something new. People shouldn't be penalized, right, for not having the time to siphon the information. And what have I got to lose by showing you guys this information? Tell me, what have I got to lose? I get better as a trader because I'm teaching people, and I can only become a master at something if I can teach it. And if that person that I teach ends up becoming a millionaire, I know my system back to front because I explained it in the simplest form. I'm giving you 11 years of staring at these fucking charts. All right? Yes, I do kind of make it easy where I can say right now where this red candle price is going to recover it completely. Yeah, but how many times have I done that? Yeah? How many times have I sat in through the charts waiting for that to happen to the point where I can see it happening all the time? You know? $1,000 a month course. Fuck that. I know that I could actually charge. With this information here, I know that I could charge easy $2,000 entry level, because I know for a fact you're going to make the recovery of it. I know that for a fact. There are courses out there that do charge that show you how to trade, but they don't guarantee anything, and they put that in their disclaimer. Different story, guys. Different intentions. You know? A sustainable amount, Christo. Nah, I wouldn't let anyone pay it. I couldn't justify it. Nah, yeah, but Jessica, yes, all that is free can't be trusted, but I think we've established you've got nothing to lose. When you're learning something for free, it's different, right? I don't need to prove anything now. I can stop the streams. I've done it. You've got the information, guys. Go and fish for the life. Go and fish for your life. You've got it all there. I've paid it forward. I have paid it forward, and I know that new people that pass through to this stream, if you watch the streams, all right, there's no shortcuts to this game, guys. I promise you. If you watch all the streams, your trading will improve. There's no BS in this channel. A lot of people will come to the channel and say you're talking BS, but I empathize with those people because they don't understand what they're looking at. You know, the person that doesn't understand something or is scared to come away from what he understands about trading, there are guys that come to this channel that have been trading for years, and they say, dude, you completely changed my mindset. I've had investment bankers, traders from prop firms come to me and say to me, I never saw it like this. How weird is that? So do you now understand why prop firms, institutional funds, hedge funds, they're all retail traders? There's two types of traders, the smart money and the dumb money traders. Okay? Market makers are smart money, Dumb money are traders like you and me. That's our classification to the market makers. That's who we are. All right? You can have billions. You can behave like an idiot. You're still an idiot. Oh my God, someone said phasmophobia. Oh my God. Ryan, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Ryan. God bless you, bro. Yeah, this is another thing as well. People can't... Yes, listen, guys. Okay, so I'll break it to you simply. The projections channel puts out projections on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Depending on how the mini market maker behaves is when I'm going to probably put out projection on a Friday. But Mondays and Fridays is when I have my daughter. Okay, so I look after her on those days, so I'm pretty quiet. But Monday, we don't trade anyway. Monday's the false move week beginning. Friday, trading is going to be one or two things. Either building a zone or they're moving out for a profit. And we haven't seen that day happen yet. We've only seen them building a position. And Fridays are usually a little bit quiet as well. Okay? So the key days are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's when I stream. That's when I do all the updates, everything, because it's the most liquid time in the week. All right? The projections channel happens before 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, from 10:30 the latest. Okay? Which is when the Brinks box is effectively finished. All right? You'll get your projections for the Brinks box beforehand. All right? More importantly, the actual, well, that's for the patrons as such, but that is all I do with the projections channel. I give you the information at the start of the day so you can come to it based on the understanding of the stream, so you can make a decision. Now, a lot of people have done quite well off the projections channel, so make sure you join it. And the projections channel doesn't go into loads of detail like I do with the stream. The stream is there to teach you the concepts. Okay, the projections channel is there applying them in real time and helping you make a decision. There's no financial advice. I'll never tell you when to enter or when to exit. I will give you the confluences, okay, that, to be frank, when you come into trading, the first thing you want to try and do is find something that helps you understand when to enter and when to exit. Okay, well, if I give you as many confluences, justifiable variables that will help you make a decision, that decision is on you guys. If you can't take responsibility in this game, get the fuck out. I'm sorry. That's the hard truth about this. Because if you're coming, so many people are asking questions like, how do you install this indicator? Well, you shouldn't be in trading, bro. Yeah, go and educate yourself on how to apply yourself in this game. I will give you the blunt truth. I ain't gonna sugarcoat anything. This game is hard, man. This game is hard. We know the market. We come into this game, we place a trade, we always think that this trade is going to be the last trade we ever take, which is why we hold on to losing positions. Funny that is, isn't it? But there is an abundance of opportunities. Abundance. And you come into this mindset, this game, with the mindset that your trade, that you place and you hold it. Yeah? And you don't close it at a loss, so you can move on to the next opportunity. Oi, man. Come on. Oh, I will never work for him. Never. I'll never work for him. Never. I tell you what, finding the exit is not the hardest part. All right, a lot of people, the projections channel is pinned to the chat, guys. The projection channel is pinned to the chat. Everything you need is in the video's description. Everything is in there. Every single video on this channel has the same information. Okay? Just Trey. Fuck that. Runs back to the van. Okay. But, what was I going to say to you guys? Someone was asking a question. What do I think about Market Cypher? I haven't used it. My idea is this, guys. Market makers have a business model. All right? If someone says to you, this is how you make £1 million, what are you going to do? Create an indicator that completely dismisses what they tell you to do because you want to make an indicator that helps you understand how to exploit price. Understand what I'm saying? Market cipher, I believe it works, but it's not for me. There are people that swear by it. It's not for me. I follow the market maker's method. I want to know what he's doing. I don't care about an indicator. An indicator doesn't do anything for me. You're saying to me that this game is that gullible to just assume that you can just wait for it to say buy and sell? Please. Please, bruv. This is the hardest, easiest way to make money. And you're saying to me an indicator can just quickly dismiss that concept. Factor in human emotion. Granted, market cipher does show, you know, fantastic signals from what I understand, but then I'm hearing different things about it. The only person that knows market cipher inside out is the person that created it. Now, until you understand the amount of time that he's probably spent trying to tweak this, because you will never get that. You'll never get the time that he spent tweaking it and understanding how it behaves at certain points. Yeah? We'll never get that from anyone that teaches anything. You'll never get it unless you engage with that person. That's the thing. And yeah, I would never go if a big company comes to me. I've had several approach me, and I've just been like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Because what they'll do is they'll just see that you have the ability, and then they'll want you to apply their ability. They won't care about your ability. That's how it works. I've said that before. I'm happy to do a market cipher trading challenge. I've said that before. I just don't know how we would do it. Because there'll be a time when market cipher says to do a buy. And I'd be in a buy already. Yeah. David, if you haven't received your t-shirt yet, it's because they're coming all the way from the States to me first. I'm dealing with the guys in Europe. Okay? Because it would work out to be about £30 to send a t-shirt. It doesn't make sense to do that. So I'm getting those t-shirts and I'm sending them out to you guys. So Mike has done the guys in the States. I'm going to get all the guys in Europe. See, this is it. It's could you come up with a 1 minute trading? Do I look like the logo? Thank you, Carden, man. Thank you, bro. See, if you can use market cipher in conjunction with this, you're laughing, bruv. Yeah? Philip pretty much says it. I show you how to get fish. Where is it? What did he say? Tino's method is teaching you how to fish. Market cipher helps you get fish. Helps you get fish. So it's a big difference. You're wearing it right now, wicked. Let's just have a look at what's going on in the marketplace, actually. What's the chances we head to Bitcoin 31? John, if we get there, we get there. You know, if we get there, we get there. We're going to trade that beforehand. We're going to be in and out of trades before that it happens. Here we go. Bitcoin. Nice little projection for you guys. May come into play. No financial advice, but from what we understand, previous red candle, green candle recovery right here. Happy days. Recovered. Oh, God. Oh, God. Here it is. The tip of that. Can we just recognize that, please, guys? I can't. You can't tell me there are indicators out there that factor this shit in. There's nothing out there that factors the real-time behavior of a market maker. Look, where's supply and demand in this story here? Why is it that they pinned it to the right just before the end of that close right there? Why? Yeah, please. Please. The recoveries are just different level, man. Okay? Party farm. Exactly that. XRP, what's she doing? Hello, XRP. Same story with Ethereum yesterday. 50 EMA, 200 EMA, contracting close towards each other. There's only one thing left for her to do. Go up. Next projection point, 107. Why? Previous liquidity pool. Ah, look at that. Can you just look at the mullah right there? Yeah? Why would they not go back to that point? Look how close price is. Look, this is how you determine whether or not it's going to go to that zone if the liquidity is in sight. General consensus is Bitcoin now or XRP or everything now needs to rise because we've had a psychological attack to the downside. Okay? We've had 2 weeks of price dropping. They need to bring it back into the fray. Notable volume coming in at the lows. They need to get out of the fucking zone, guys. They need to keep price above because they induced everyone to go short. Everyone's now going short, and then they need to bring it back up so that they can use the liquidity that they trapped to the downside to get their longs filled at the high side. Please understand that, guys. Ethereum, hello, you take that projection point. I'll leave you to it. Bitcoin coming back now. It has to go there, Krista, because that's where the liquidity is that the market maker previously built his positions. He's in the game to make money, guys. All right? He's in the game to make money. Okay? That sound like Yusufa. Oh, God. I agree with you, PT. Lucas, I agree with you. Is it? I can't even hear the background music. By my boy Ed Poster, man. Fire music. The best music. Luca Novak. Sometimes we do see like a V-shaped behavior. Okay? And sometimes they don't do a W, sometimes do a V shape where they just drop and they go back up. I mean, look, let's look at dollar yen for a second. Okay? Look at this behavior here. Comes up, comes down. It's clear manipulation. So they were holding the majors for the best part from the 19th of May. And this is something that we're going to be talking about in the projections channel on crypto, on Forex. I'm only going to be talking about coins that are moving because there are going to be some days where they don't move the majors. So dollar yen's deemed as one of the majors. Okay. Look, drop, rise. Look at that manipulation. All within the average daily range. The high of that from there down to here, 73 pips. And then from there up to here, 73. Back on the nose, man. Scary shit. So we'll see how that plays out. V-shapes usually happen on clear manipulations. I'll be honest with you, V-shapes are a really tricky thing to trade. They won't know, but they don't care about me, guys. Market makers don't care about me. Okay, Krista needs to have a little bit of information. Listen, why do candles need to come back here? Why do they need to come back? All right, let me get myself a drink, man. I should be off this stream, but let me make myself a drink. All right, cool. So Krista asked the question, all right? And he says, why do they have to come back? I'll tell you why they have to come back. The principle behind what a market maker does, okay, is he's in the game to provide liquidity for people to believe that they can make a profit from it. More importantly, he's in this game to make money for himself. All right? People bring money to him. Okay? Now, why do they need to bring candles? Why do they need to recover these candles back? Well, it's simple. Market makers do not buy at the highs. That's what retail traders do. Moon boys, the best guys to help you understand. They're the guys that buy in this area here. All right? Now, across the board, everybody does one thing. How many of you, okay, and be honest with yourselves, how many of you, when you started to come into the game of trading, how many of you went on to Amazon to buy yourself a book on trading? Any book. How many of you went to buy that book? Whatever you call it. Type 1 if you did. Yeah, library, okay. Okay, 2, that's nice. Okay, you didn't. YouTube 100, Tino. Fair play, bro. Mainland media. Mainland media, that is a sign, bro. That is a sign. Okay. Mike. Yeah, Mike went to the digital library. Wise choice. Okay then, cool. Now, what we need to understand is this. Can you imagine thousands and thousands of people go and find these books and apply the knowledge that is set by these books? Why do you think the number, Anton Krill is a G, by the way. Why do you think all these books or anything that you get on trading, why do you think the number 3 is so important? Crypto says buying at an all-time high is the best place to go long. Jesus Christ, he's telling people that. That is nuts, man. Oh, man. Why? Okay, so here we go. Let's bring it back to following the business model. No, I don't recommend any books other than Trading in the Zone, straight up. All right? Those books are designed, okay, to make you trade a certain way so that the market makers are aware of where you guys are believing price is going to go. All right? Simple. Why do they get notable volume at the break of the 50 EMA? Because there are traders out there that go and buy books that talk about 50 EMA strategies, you know, moving averages. Okay? That's what they do. That's why you see notable volume happening right here. Okay? They induce the trader to go short. Market makers, he gets his he gets his longs at lower prices because he knows he's going to send price back up. Look left and look what's happening now. Bitcoin is returning back up to this projection zone with the previous liquidity right here. Why? Because that's where the dead money's at for the market maker. He knows he can grab the liquidity in that zone because he built his longs on the backs of the traders who went short. So the guys who went short are seeing a nice profit down here. And what happens? They get greedy, which is why you see these spikes to the upside every time, because the market maker is taking out their stops. All right. And then he gives them another opportunity to step in again, because what does price do? It rejects the 50 EMA and then it drops down again. Retail trader gets committed and goes short again. Market maker gets his longs filled at lower prices. Remember, market maker is only going to realize his liquidity if he's got someone on the other end to buy it. Same way you guys are only going to get your orders filled if the market maker provides you the liquidity. All right. So why do they need to return the candles? Because this is where they build their positions. They need to realize profits. All right. They're giving money away by dropping price down to get their longs filled at lower prices. They don't buy at the all-time highs. That's the dumb nut game. Okay. They buy at the lowest possible point and then they sell at the highest possible point for their shorts. They set their shorts up here. Look at this. Market maker. He tells the retail trader from the bounce of the 50 EMA here to go long. He induces them. 3 candles to the high. Bang. Let's go long. It's above the 5 and the 13 EMA. Go long. Everyone's buying. Everyone's buying. Wait for the pullback. It doesn't pull back so well. There must be strength. Look at all these pin bars. Up, down, up, down, up, down. People call this indecision. Bullshit. It's not indecision. There is never indecision in the marketplace. The only indecision is on the retail trader who doesn't know when to buy or sell. You're saying to me that the market makers don't know where they want to send price? Bullshit. They know exactly where they want to go. These pin bars are not the pin bars that you think they are. They are tapping liquidity. People are setting orders. They're putting limit orders, stop orders, because they're trying to catch the range. They're trying to catch the high breakout or the low breakout. That's why you see pins to the low. Okay? They move price out of the zone. They trigger more retail traders to go long. Then what happens? A climatic candle. Look at the final candle. Spikes up, gets the retail trader committed to go long. Unfortunately, someone went long up here. And I'm going to say it. Some idiot went long up here. And that's the truth, guys. Okay? Don't be the person that buys here. And why do you think they stopped here? What, supply and demand? Okay. No, it's because the market maker needs to realize a profit on his shorts. Why? Because if he allows price to continue to stay in this zone, he's going to receive an influx of orders from the retail trader, which he is obliged to fulfill because he is the liquidity provider. So he will have an overwhelming amount of trades that he needs to fulfill. All right? So what does he do? Spikes the high, brings price all the way back down. So he activates his shorts and starts closing them as price drops, takes out the stop losses for the guys who went long up here that said that I'm going to wait until if I'm going to keep it at this area to get my stops filled just in case so I don't lose any money. And then what happens? It stabilizes. The trader who got stopped out thinks, oh, it's going to continue back up because it did exactly the same shit here. Okay, cool. Then what happens? Spike the high, brings price back down. Good night. That's it. This is it. You know? And that is it. Anyone that tells you to buy into all-time highs doesn't understand the game. All right? You don't understand the game. If you're buying at an all-time high, all right? God, look, let's look at the psychology of how people behave, all right? Imagine you're sat, right? I've said this story many a times. Imagine you are sat at a coffee table with your friends, all right? And you're all chilling on your phones. You're looking at cars passing by, women, oh, she's nice, and all of that shit. And you're all into the game of crypto. And one guy gets a notification, yo, Crypto or BitBoy or someone says, okay, Bitcoin rising, buy now, all-time high. What do you all do? You quickly go into the video. You see how pumped the guy is. And you're seeing, right, is he talking about, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to go long. Yeah, let's all go long. Yeah, look, he's talking about it going up. So buy at all-time high. So what reason do you have to justify buying an all-time high? Because it's rising. Just because it's rising. Well, if it's rising, it means you're missing out on the move. You should have got in before it started rising. Yeah? Don't tell people to buy at the highs. You tell people to get in here. This is where you tell people in peak formations where it starts to shift out of the zone. All right? You tell people to buy when this red candle doesn't finish and at the open of the next candle because you know it's going to recover it. Done. This is what frustrates me about the whole fucking industry, man. It's in plain sight. Why do they stop price at the highs? Why do they stop price at the lows? Why do we see these red candles bringing price down but stalling in this area at the psychological high, at the pivot point, at the M2 pivot zone? M2 pivot implies M4 projection. There we go. Yeah? And where does that sit? Near the 42k mark. Well, 41. There's the 42. I don't want to buy when the price is down. That doesn't make any sense. Why? So that means you're happy to pay for Bitcoin at 60k. If someone said to you, would you buy it at 30? What would you say? You'd probably buy at 30, wouldn't you? And that, my friend, is trading. Oh, sorry. Oh, shit, you said joke. My bad. My bad. My bad, bro. My bad. This is a psychological game, and the sooner you come to accept that, okay, the better chance you have in this game. All right? The sooner you accept that this game is psychological, then you'll be fine. Okay? They have been up 3 days in a row. You always in the past talked about weird Wednesday midweek reversal that would set up for the rest of the week. Why would this be week any different? Well, hold on. We had a reversal today, my friend. There it is. There's your reversal. Reversal can mean to the upside and to the downside. It doesn't mean that a midweek reversal means that whatever direction it's proceeding, it's got to continue in. No. There's your reversal for the day. Midweek reversal implies that at some point they're going to reverse price from the initial direction that they are going in. Okay? Zachary, well done, bro. 28 out of 30. Well done. Well done. Yeah. What do I think of wave trading theory by Anil Mangal? Don't know who he is. Brinks box is the setup. You know the Brinks trucks that brings the money. Yeah, this is where the money trade is. These are effectively trades that I look for, and the projections channel pretty much gives you the information before the Brinks box finalizes. That sounds reasonable, but who's the market maker? Like manipulators probably come in each other, and do you think they control every single swing, or is it from time to time? Krista, they do control every swing. Okay. Sometimes they allow, right, here is the concept. Level 2 rise is usually the retail trader moving price in the direction that they want it to go. Okay? So they allow the retail trader to move price. Okay? Level 1 and level 3 are the hardest. We are right now waiting for level 1 to be fully confirmed. Okay? Because look, it started here. Level 1 rise out of the peak formation. It dropped, consolidated, formed a base, and then it started to come back up, spiked the level 1 high, but then it came back down. So we are effectively still in what we deem to be a level 1 rise. Okay? Remember, the 15-minute time frame will show more cycles than what the 1 hour time frame will show, which is why we base our cycles on the 1 hour time frame and our entries as such on the 1 minute time frame. And that doesn't mean that you can't exploit the 15-minute time frame, because you can see W's and M's in that 1 minute time, in the 15-minute time frame. Look, that is an M formation right there. Look at the TDI. Wait. Fucking hell. Look at the TDI. M formation. See the M? Yeah? First leg is not taken out by the second leg. Comes back down outside the volatility band. Inside the volatility band. Goes short. Ride it down to the market base. Happy days. Add positions or take profits. Ride it down to the next volatility band. Happy days. XRP. Oh, hello XRP. Getting ready to touch that 200 EMA. Ethereum. Oh, there you go, guys. Congratulations to anyone. If anyone did take a projection, she's just hit. Happy days. There's your projection for this evening. Did anyone take that trade? Did anyone take that trade? One on you naughty people. Well done, Original Sounds. And guy, listen, bro, you can apply it to high time frames, but you're going to sit through a lot of swings, man. It's just not for me. But if you've got the capital to do so, then do it. Must we sell it now or not? Please answer us. Ryan, you ain't getting that from me, bro. Watch the stream. Okay? Watch the stream. There, the information is there, brother. Okay? No. Look, it's the responsibility is on you guys. All right? If you want to, you'll take glory on when your trade wins, okay? But you'll blame everyone else when it doesn't work out in your favor. If that's the case, trading ain't for you. All right? You guys, man. I was 18, 19. And this is not a signals channel. This is a projections channel. I'm an artist. I just draw pictures on charts. That's all I do. Yes, it could be a safe entry there. There could be a safe entry on there, but you need a clear break. Okay? Clear break. What do I think of Steve Mara's Beat the Market courses? I mean, I haven't really done much of his courses. I haven't really done any. Well, I've reviewed a lot of the stuff, but I've had the luxury of being able to speak to certain individuals. Okay? But Steve Murray Market Maker method just helps you understand the W's and the M's, okay, which are pretty much the Wyckoff theory. But the candlestick formations, without those were the final piece of the puzzle for me, because this PVSRA stuff is what I was looking at for the best 6-7 years of my life, trying to understand it. The guy doesn't teach you it. He tells you to go out and learn for yourself. And that's the question, guys. If you want to understand how to do it, go and learn. And I'm giving you the mental framework. All right? I'm giving you the mental framework. I'm giving you the foundations. You can go through YouTube and watch as much bullshit as you want. Okay? Go and watch this channel. Go watch another one to try and challenge what I'm doing. Because trust me, I've been trying to challenge this for a long time. I've had individuals. This strategy has about 85% success rate. I've got individuals that are pulling off 100% success rate. Okay? 100% success rate on their trades. That is rough. What is that? How does that work? Fuck. Sorry, man. Sorry. That's crazy. Ethereum. So there you go. That's your projection for the evening, guys. I hope it served you well. All right. Let's look at Bitcoin. Oh, hello, Bitcoin. Coming back to a projection zone, are we? Let's see if you've got the strength to do so. XRP, are you at the 200 EMA? Come on, Bitcoin, XRP. Give me a vector candle. Where are you? There she is. I should have drawn it on XRP, man. That's so bad. I should have drawn it. But yeah, that's where the projection point is. Remember, we started the stream just about here, guys. Okay? You're saying you can't profit from these sort of moves. Short-term day trader, man. Litecoin, sorry, I need to look at Litecoin. No, I haven't got Litecoin on here, and that's just super long for me right now. Let me just see dollar yen. Oh, dollar yen's moving as well. That's great. It's a nice evening for us tonight, guys. Wow. Okay. Thank you very much, dollar yen. You're behaving. Gold, are you dropping? Is gold dropping? At last. Gold's starting to pull back. First projection point on gold is right down here to the psychological high. Gold has got a lot of ground to recover, guys. Look at these projection zones. Beautiful zones. She will recover these areas, and gold will drop with a vengeance. I'm telling you now. We just need to wait for the moment she does. Look at the notable volume appearing at the highs right here. Nearly $2,000 an ounce. Man, what the fuck is that? That is crazy. There we go. Bitcoin. It's full moon. There you go, Mike. Full moon, baby. There you go, guys. Exactly as projected. Happy days, brother. Happy days, man. That's what we're talking about. Shiba. What's Shiba saying? What is Shiba saying? Oh, notable volume on Bitcoin. Very interesting. What is Shiba saying? Hold on. Let me just look at what Shiba's saying. If this is rising, that is going to be so funny. What is Shiba doing? Come on. Shiba, what a coin, man. 100 million of those coins. What a joke. What a joke. Kevin, listen. There's something that I paid attention to that not many did. I don't know if anyone's really asking about it. A lot of people have been buying Bitcoin and storing it into cold storage. When we talk about the whales, yeah, that's who I'm making reference to. I think there's something happening in the future, right? When you're buying Bitcoin and storing it into cold storage, right? That means you're going to come to the exchanges or the futures and inflate its value because you can. All right? There's not many whales out there. Okay? So what they're going to do is they're going to bring it all to the exchanges and inflate its value there. Brad, well done. You turned 5k into 50. I'll keep talking, bro. Yeah, man. The track, guys. Listen, search for my guy, Ed Poster, on Instagram. Okay? The guy's got beats and he's a fantastic artist. He's actually sorting out some stuff for me. The guy is raw at graffiti, man. And he does a lot of work for a lot of YouTubers as well. And he does big things for big YouTuber accounts. Guy's fire. Ethereum reversing. Oh, you call that a reversal? Nah, she hit the projection. She's about to take out this high, which is very important. Okay? So we need to wait and see what happens. And yes, Tokyo is going to open in 8 minutes time. I'm going to sit through that with you guys and then I'm going to call it an evening for you. Okay? Because I need to protect my voice. I need to get some nice sleep. Hong Kong might do a quick reversal to the downside. Be aware of that. What is the best coin? What is the best coin? No, this isn't a reversal. I know it's not a reversal. That's just a fart in the marketplace. That's all it is. Where do you put everything when you go to sleep? What do you mean, where do I put everything? Look, this is where you work out reversals, guys. Okay? Paying attention to the notable volumes at these areas. They're pushing price out. They're trying to come out the zone. Granted, we're going to see retraces, guys. Come on. Of course, we're going to see reversals and retraces. But prices above the 5, the 13, the 50 on the 5 minute. 15 minutes, she's above the 5 and the 13 and the 50. Are we going to see a retrace? Of course we are, guys. Come on, they've just made a move to the upside. They're going to do a retrace, continuation to the upside. Look. There it is. Well, there's the pattern there. It's come down, come up, and done. You can't think that there ain't going to be reversals. Because what they like to do in between sessions, the Asian session is effectively a range setting session. All right? It's a range setting session. That's what it is. Can price go outside the volatility band and keep going up? Correct. Yes, it can. I'll show you. Look where it's now. Right there. It's outside the volatility band and keeps going. We find another time. This, there you go. Outside the volatility band. Outside, back inside. You're looking for the shark fin. This shark fin thing here. That's what you're looking for. Look at that. Beautiful. When you see the shark fin, 9 times out of 10, it's going to come back in reverse. Look at what price does at that point. Bang. New York reversal. Brinks box. Key thing to understand. Confluence. Confluence, my friends. Confluence. That is the key to this game. Bitcoin ain't performing as well. XRP is performing. Ethereum is performing. Bitcoin is taking its time. But she spiked that area. Come back down. Test. Move out. It's going to get busy in a few moments, guys. We're going to sit for that. Well done, Babu, man. Well done. Happy long days. System hack. What's good, bro? Is the green zone where you think it will reject, or is the teal line where you think it's going? Green zone. What do you mean? Remember, guys, this green zone is a time zone. That's all it is. That's the Asian session high. That's the midpoint. And the bottom is the low. Midweek reversal refer to the reversal of a daily direction or weekly direction? No. Jeff, listen. Each reversal, okay? Don't look at the Wednesday. Say, for example, don't look at the midweek reversal on Wednesday on the daily time frame as a reversal for the whole daily chart as such. On a Wednesday, there is a reversal point. Where that reversal point is, well, look, this is today's reversal. Price comes out of the Hong Kong session, consolidates. Outside the Hong Kong session, the Brinks box, stop, hunt, rise. Okay, consolidate for 30 to 90 minutes, and then the reversal begins. They set up price, accumulate their longs at lower prices, use the Asian session to get them realized. There's probably a head and shoulders on Ethereum, yes, but we'll only know if it comes into play if price breaks up higher. Or not, sorry. Rugs, 3 crows, what's good, bro? Well done, man. Well done. The daily open is just when price opens. It's literally, I need to add that indicator into the Discord. I keep fucking forgetting, man. Sorry, guys. For dollar yen, I mean, look, dollar yen looks like she's pumping up, man. So I'd be expecting her to hit the 109.250 before it pulls back. It's quite far away from the 50 EMA, so we could see a rejection down to this point here where this green candle is, which is where I've got limit orders, but I don't know. I may deactivate those limit orders and then start adding more positions in and around this zone here. So it all depends. So we've got how many? Yeah. Oh, gold's there. What's Euro USD doing? Oh, yeah, Euro USD. She's coming down. She hits that one projection point, hits that one, hits that one. Next projection zone. We've got batch of money in this zone right here. Range daily low, range weekly low. Could be a zone that... Yeah. Oof. Most definitely. Most definitely. But it all depends. It all depends. Is there any news coming out? Let's see. Because they might do a spike to the high and come back down. All depends. Oh, Ethereum. How you doing? Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, XRP. Get me to that 800 EMA. Tokyo coming into play. I think Ethereum's going to move when Tokyo opens. We'll pay attention. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just do this. We'll do that. Bitcoin. Let's see what happens there. Now, Christian, listen, don't be doing the one cancels order and all that madness. When you come to trading, don't trade. Don't listen, unless you're holding a trade purposely because you're building positions and you're waiting for a longer term play out, that's fine. Go to bed, do what you need to do. But don't be a trader that sets orders and goes to bed and wake up in the morning and hope that the dream you had that showed that you were laughing and loving life because your trade played out really well is going to be the same truth in real life. Been there, done it, man. Don't take trading so lightly like that. Don't take the piss out of it just to be placing orders to go to sleep. It's just not the way it is. Determine what kind of trader you are. If you're a scalper and you're opening a trade and you want to try and make a quick profit and put the order in and then go to bed, nah, don't do that, guys. Been there, done it. Make the decision. What's your trading personality? If you're impulsive, all right, and you make decisions off the whim, you're a scalper. If you're more reserved and collective, you're a swing trader. If you don't care, you're a position trader. And if you just need to put money somewhere so the missus doesn't get it, you're an investor. What's up, Australia? How you doing? Actually, Simon, I didn't find out. I placed orders in $yen and it didn't let me in Bitcoin for some reason. And I don't know why. It just never let me buy or sell. Now I went over to $yen and I started adding positions. I was like, why are they not letting me buy in Bitcoin? So weird. Yeah, original sounds. That's where you are, and stick there, bro. You know how to behave in that zone. The yacht party. Yeah, Mike, me and Mike are trying to sort out a yacht for you guys. Does the stream have an end? Yes, it does. An in-depth video on swing trading. Tasmania, what's good? Exactly as projected, my friend. No predictions, just projections. We've got another hour candle. Here we go. 3-4 minutes until a new hour candle comes into play. You guys might see a new one if you're trading off a different platform. Okay, but we're going to see what happens next. Yeah, and this is a pre-recorded stream, guys. $yen, what's it doing? Hey, $yen moving. Nice. So trade this position building game. I've got about 150 trades open in here right now. Look, it goes all the way down. It won't go any lower. It says 43, but there's about how many pips on each position? There's like 54 pips per trade. So I've got 43. Can only show 43 down here, but it goes all the way down. Oh, okay. Hold on. Here we go. Here it is. Tokyo responding. Check this, guys. Green candles will get recovered. Tokyo will start playing around with this game. Could this be an M? Because there's plausibility that price could come back down, recover this green candle. It's going to now test the the M pivot zone here. There could be action to come back down here, but price did recover most of it in this zone right here. All right. But they've done all their selling off previously. They need to realize a return for their monies. Let's see if the market maker's intention is there. No. I only work off the candlesticks. I don't look at anything. Yeah, but Kalas, listen. Principally, this game is emotionally driven. Not many people have the ability to have that discipline. So to the average trader, yeah, if you are impulsive, scalping is for you because you need to be quick with the whim. But I agree with what you're saying. Oh, XRP, she hits pretty much the projection zone. Come on, she needs to go a little bit more. Come on, a little bit more. Yeah, Tokyo does it all the time, doesn't she? Come on, XRP, come on, hit that projection point. It'll be a successful evening for projections. And bring this down. XRP right here. Ethereum right there. It's been a while since I've done this. This reminds me of the morning streams I used to do. Fib circles. Ugh. Capital, bro. On the this, you can adjust your leverage on this account. So those $yen trades are capital, no leverage. But I don't actually trade on this for crypto. I use Binance for crypto. Yeah, if you want. You can apply it to spot, but it depends on if you can get the candlestick formations on that. Litecoin will move quickly. Litecoin moves before Ethereum does. Will it break the yellow area? Well, let's see. Good. As long as it's boring, it means you're making money, Angel for Truth. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to be. I think Fibonacci is great if you want to understand how a flower looks or how the structure of architecture behaves and whatnot. But when you're coming into cryptocurrency or in Forex and you're using Fibonacci points, granted, people do make money off it, but it's funny how price always moves to certain points. And that's where market makers get busy. That's where they manipulate price, because they know traders are setting orders at the 61 or closing positions at the 61, or they're using the 61 as a stop loss area. I don't like the idea of showing my hand trading off the Fibonacci points, but you can exploit it. If you have the information and understanding of what the market maker is trying to do, then okay. Here we go. Hong Kong, Tokyo is now open. Let's see what they do. Here we go. Get busy. Always expect the retrace in Tokyo. Killer. Krista, what do I think? I think that is just standard broker dealer behavior. All right, that's what they do. What is Binance? It's the largest place on earth to trade crypto, I believe. What's bigger, Bybit or Binance? I believe it's Binance, isn't it? There you go, recovery of the green candle. Brian, there's no books that you can read, my friend. You need to just sit and watch charts, bro. I used to watch charts every day. I still watch charts every day, man. There's never a moment that I don't look at a chart. I've got charts all over the place. You name it, I've got it. Got a tablet in the fucking bathroom. Screen in the kitchen. Living room. Got a tablet in my car. I've always got, you know, you have to be watching charts like you're a babysitter. I did this with dollar yen. I watched dollar yen for so long. I didn't trade anything but dollar yen because I thought, you know, I'm going to be a master at dollar yen. And that's what I did. I just paid attention to one coin. I'm sorry, one currency. You can adjust that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, guys, your ability to trade, all right? Trading is a reflection of your character and how you apply yourself in moments of uncertainty. That is it. How do you behave when you don't know what's going to happen next? All right? That's the key thing. How do you behave? Our brains are designed to seek the safest thing. We always want guarantees. All right? Because we can't operate in trying and threatening situations. You know, the fight flight response, when that triggers people, you know, the adrenaline takes over, and it's a place that people don't really enjoy. So we're always trying to find the safest option. Where can I enter? Where can I exit? Yeah, that's not how this game works. There's nothing guaranteed in this game. What you need to do, the goal is to be in this game for as long as you can, because the same shit happens all over and over again, guys. That's what I'm saying. It happens all the time. Yeah. Do you see the things happening in the TDI on the lower time frames? Yeah. For example, right now you can see the TDI is edging. Can you see that? All right, it's outside the volatility band, which means that we're expecting it to come back down into the volatility band to regulate. Okay. Yes, you can. You can. ABC, bro. You can. I did answer your question, bro. You can apply it to spot as well, but it's getting the candlesticks to that platform. Adam, trust me, just watch all the streams, man. Just try and do that. Here we go. Hands up. Hands up. What's this? Let's have a look. Close my trades for the day. 13 out of 13. Portfolio up 7%. Off to bed. Hospital in the morning. Yippee-ki-yay. Hands up. Well done, bro. It's nice to go to bed when you're stacked. Done. Happy days. Happy days. All right, for anyone that is new to the channel, thank you very much. I hope you've subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, show some love. And oh man, just subscribe, man. It's free of charge. Come on. It doesn't cost anything. Nah, but listen, if you're wanting this platform, guys, everything you need is in the description of this video. Download IC Markets MT4. When you're done, there's a video with a link that says watch this first when you want to install or use or learn how to use this platform. All right. Then go to the Discord and download the indicators there. All right. And the Discord it's a great community, guys. We've had a few things change about. But yeah, now I'm yawning. So that means something. That means I'm going to be going to bed. Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I really do hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. Anybody new, to all my members, to all the guys that have been with me from day one, I hope you guys are getting your fish. I really do hope it's working for you all. And I think it is working for everyone. But tomorrow is another day to hunt. It starts all over again. High life. Thank you, man. All right. Mad love to all of you guys. And listen, just keep coming to the streams and watch the previous streams. There is a method to the madness, guys. All right. You come to tomorrow's stream, you'll see the same shit. Go and watch the last stream. Go watch the last 5 streams. You'll see exactly the same thing. I'll tell you what, I am actually asking you all, okay, if you haven't, anybody that is new and you haven't done this already, go back and watch the last 5 streams, or more so, start from the 19th of May. Why? Because you are going to get insight and understanding into how and why this W formation, okay, has played out. This W here, how it's played out and why price has made its move to the upside here. That in itself is going to help you understand what is going to be happening in future streams. So you're going to be coming to these streams with an understanding about something. All right. That's where I want to get as many of you as possible. All right. Now, normally I say, you know, how many people have come to the stream and that are new and whatnot. Yeah. It's just so I can address my audience. And there's been a lot of questions tonight that people have been asking, you know, how do you do this? How do you do that? Start watching the last few streams, guys. Okay. Keep scamming us, bruv. I'm scamming you. And by the way, guys, if there's a guy on the chat who says he's Traders Reality and put in a WhatsApp number, please do not contact that WhatsApp number. Please don't. He's going to try and get you to go and deposit money somewhere, and then you will not be able to withdraw it. So please don't do that. I would never do that and never give a WhatsApp number at all. And also, he's trying it with a Telegram as well. So, you know, don't do it. All right. I will never do that to you guys until I come to you and I say certain things that you'll know it's me, then you'll know. And first things first, I don't refer to anybody as sir. All right. Yes, that is straight up scamming talk. All right. I'll either call you. I'm not going to tell you what I call you because he might actually start calling you that. But anyway, man, look at the long red candle. Bitcoin has to recover. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the red candle that Bitcoin has to recover? What time frame are you talking? Hold on. I know where he's talking. No. What's he talking about? Where's the red candle? Oh. Anyway, 15-minute time frame. Where's the red candle, bro? Anyways, 15-minute time frame. It's not on here. Bitcoin, yeah? Higher time frame. Hourly? No. 4 hourly? No. Daily? Different price feeds as well, guys. If you're using different platforms with the trading view indicators. Oh, look. Yeah, look at the daily. This will be one for you guys. Have you seen a nice little red candle right there, guys? Just saying. Anyway, mad respect to all of you. I'm going to go. Take care of yourselves. All right. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Okay? Enough respect to you all, and thank you so much. Take care. See you later, guys.